Good evening. Dito na naman tayo sa Tagalog. We are here right now in a Judicial Review 00, I think 007, and we are here again to report what we think, what we have learned, and what we have experienced. Today is Saturday and I have 2 classes. Every day of my life I study to be able to cope up, and I think I'm not there yet. I'm not that yet advanced. The goal is to be so much advanced that my classes will be much easier. But I think we are not on the current level where we can have ample time to do things that we want. It's like a war. We cannot play. We cannot do things that of our own leisure. There's nothing like that. In this time, even if you are full-time student, what I mean, even if you are a full-time student, you will still fall behind always. But the goal of law school is to pass your subjects. That's the basic goal of law school. But if you are aiming to the top, then every moment counts, every second counts. If you are going to redeem the time of studying law school, because everything that you are studying, everything that your finger points upon, every word, every letter is basically important. We are at the point where we understand the things that we are now reading, unlike from before where there are just words printed, and words right now and paragraphs right now for me is now having life, is now having colors in my understanding, in my mind. That's why it's getting easier for me. But the only problem for me is that the time to study those library of books that we are going to study. It's a very time demanding career, and it's good we are that type of person that needs an outlet of his energy to be able, needs an outlet of my energy to be able to sleep well and to do things. And if I have no outlet, then I almost destroy myself of overthinking. That's why this is a good thing for me. We are putting our mind to use. I am picking up habits and life learning strategies, and which I apply. Basically I am trained to do so because it is the common requirement of going to law school, such as reading fast, understanding fast, remembering all things that you have read, understanding all things that you have read, and being witty and strategical also in your learning. Also with due diligence, because right now I have 100 cases to study. given by 2 subjects, and that is very literally time demanding. I think I will do that, but right now we are going home. And I remember my classmates, they are all, especially my study group, they are very good. They are, at least we are at good terms and good par. It's a good thing that I enrolled, because I can find any colleagues or classmates that are on my understanding, maybe even if not at my current level of understanding. Maybe they're higher, maybe they are lower, but I don't care. What I care about is that we have a place in which we can conclude, we can correct, we can say the things that pertaining to law. And for me especially, I'm learning how to communicate and to be sociable. At least I am not yet a very sociable person, but I think I am doing it right now out of respect to the law students, and we know the value of getting to law school, and we respect each other and even the teachers. And it's very good. And also I have learned now to be able to focus and to do the things that I want. I am able now to drop my phone and to study well, and I think I get the hang of it now. So someday I will be able to get off the social media, and by doing so I would be able to delegate my energy in studying, concentrating, and doing what needs to really be done. Learned also to the art of letting go, of letting things happen as they may seem to be, and only care about the things that I can control. So if anything bad happens, then so be it. If anything good happens, then let's accept it all together. And it's very good. The one thing that I have noticed about doing this judicial journal, which we are at the current recording of 7, is that our speech, our communicative ability to synthesize our thoughts into words using our tongue is becoming very proficient, becoming very good. And that's why we can now explain and able to pass our answers, not in a manner of which it is shameful, or it maybe not to the extent that we are professional speakers already, but we are there. We can conclude that we are now a common speaker of English. We can now at least get to the point that we can confer, we already have the ability to transfer knowledge, and it's a good thing for me to be able to do that already in just 2 weeks. Not literally 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. It's a good thing already. I've noticed that not everybody can do that, but I don't boast. It's by due diligence and consistency of doing things like this that makes up the difference. Someday, I don't know what we are going to be if we continue this vocation, this habit, this lifestyle that we are going to be. I was able to share biblical knowledge to one of my classmates today, and speaking like this every time it has helped me and I have gained the upper and the proper ability to transfer that knowledge to do what is acceptable in that regarding the gospel. So I was able to do that, and I was commended by my classmate. And it was not me that started the conversation about the Bible, but I must contend. It is my pleasure to be able to give my share of knowledge about the Bible, and that's very good. I've made friends today, many friends, and many smiles. At least I am now confident that I can do it. Whatever I want, if you put it in your mind that you can do it, just like me, you can do it, and I've done it. And I'm just congratulating myself for the thing that I've done. I've changed my mind. Therefore, I'm gaining the benefits. And it takes some courage and strength to do so. It drains, but it's good. Someday it will replenish us by changing the wirings upon our mind. It will someday become so natural for us to do those things that right now is very hard for us to do. It will be a cakewalk someday. That's why we are going to continue that path. The thing that I've noticed about law school is that, not unlike any educational careers that a professional can do, just like the masteral degrees or like that, or any degrees that you master or have a certain degree, PhD degree, you are permitted to speak in those degrees, in those colleges. You are permitted to speak your mind, whether it be wrong or right. But in studying criminal, studying legal education, so where I am right now, you need to be, there is something that you need to know. There is right and wrong. There is something what you call right and wrong. Personal opinion has no value if you have no legal basis. I personally have studied the philosophy of law today, in which I have learned and understood the terms maybe, what is the things that are right there, but I have no legal basis to back it up. So to sum it up, you can only have your personal opinion once you only have stated the legal basis. It's not necessarily legal basis, but you can also confer to other sources that are authored by authors and acceptable in the school, is that you can use dictionaries, you can use books, as long as you can cite the basis and its author, maybe at least you should have a wide scope of knowledge pertaining to things. You are not it is not good to have little knowledge about the things that you know, but in learning about law school you should learn many types of knowledges. You are to study, that is philosophy. It is the philosophy of law. You are going to study, as a definition, for my personal definition of philosophy, it is the study or love to all knowledges, to all wisdom, to all laws, to all that, to everything that is contained, is contained under heaven and above the earth. You should be able to love, to know the study of it. So that's the philosophy. But in studying law, the philosophy of law is actually when you have a certain opinions about the law and the wisdom of the law. And just like I said, you have no qualification to give wisdom to pertaining to laws if you have no certain legal basis. At least you know the legal basis of what you are saying. That's why philosophy of law is the study of the knowledge or wisdom of the law. I think that's how you love plus law, love plus wisdom plus law. That's it. So overall, today is a very good day, and I have learned, I've grown stronger yet again, and become better. And this is my personal journey, and I dedicate always this to God. To God be the glory. Jurisdiction. This is the Judicial Journal number 7. Thank you.